go ahead and get to work. I might just leave that there. That is just a reminder. A reminder of our big day yesterday. 40 deadlift? You go right ahead. I think I'm gonna do some curls. I did mine. Now it's your turn. Now you get to hit the 480. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do now. I gotta decide if I'm gonna... That's a little monument, exactly. I gotta decide if I'm gonna diet down a little bit for the beach. I think I'm gonna pull a little bit of calories out at the end of the day. That's okay though. Yeah. It's nice, huh, Steven? It's nice. I'm glad you decided to give the pulse a try, bro. It's good stuff. Thanks for trusting me on that one. It is good stuff. You also got some pulse. Nice, nice. It's my calorie intake. It's probably gonna be, I would say maybe around 3,500 right now, which is plenty. No, I don't really frequent that establishment, Mr. Alec. No. I'll go back to competition in 2023? Perhaps, yeah, perhaps. Have to kind of see what the world health situation looks like, right? To see how it goes. But maybe. You know, until then we just keep on pumping and trying to make gains, you know? See how that goes for us. It's been going pretty good though. But yeah, I think we're probably around 3,500 right now. Country just dropped the mask. Well, you can expect it to get worse then. Hopefully everybody's okay. Waterballoon, thanks for 15 months. Big flex for you. Big shoulder flexes. Yeah, the United States likes to do that. They start to get a little loosey-goosey, and then things get, you know, predictably, cases start to go up and whatnot. But hopefully your country is in a spot where that can be done safely. Yeah. Or were you just with my last competition, shoulder size? That's what I thought. I think shoulders kind of weak point for me. Shoulders, arms, upper back, upper chest, that kind of stuff. We'll keep working on it though. Yeah. We'll keep working on it. It's gotta get more swole, you know? Yeah. Are you in fasting? Not really. Not really. I usually eat like right before bed, and I do usually train before eating in the morning, but you know, then I'll eat when I'm done working out. So no. Best pulse flavor, they're all pretty good, man. Right now, I've got sour candy out here in the garage, which is pretty good. But can't usually go wrong with like blue raz, right? Can't go wrong with blue raz. I kind of feel like benching today, just a little bit. It's a shoulders and arms workout, but I do kind of feel like benching. A teeny tiny bit. But this is gonna be a light day to kind of just shake it out. Got some good work done yesterday. Hands are the teeniest, tiniest little bit raw, but should be okay. Yeah, nothing really feels too dinged up after yesterday, which is great. That's like the dream, right? Get some good weight movement and come out of there unscathed. I just wish that I would have hit that 4-plate squat. That's the one thing. That's the one thing. I'm disappointed about that, but whatever. A little close grip bench, yeah, we could. That's kind of an arms workout, isn't it? That counts. That's arms. Tries, you know? Just sneak that in. We'll definitely do some cables. Oh my goodness. Mr. Elite, let's go, dude. Hooking up clockwork. Big flex with both you guys. Thank you, and thank you for the kind words, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was a fun day, huh? Upper movements for back using your home gym. What do you have access to? You got a barbell? What you should go with, Emo Locks' Legion Recharge. Yeah. Make sure you hit up our sponsor. Exclamation mark Legion in the chat. There you go. There you go. It was great yesterday, yeah. It was nice. It's good stuff. Like I said, my only disappointment is that I didn't hit my 4-plate squat that I wanted, but oh well. I think we kind of redeemed ourselves with the deadlift and the bench to an extent, so that was good. To an extent, but yeah, mostly did pretty good. Ooh, barbell, dumbbells, kettlebells, and bands, full power rack. Oh, so you can do pull-ups, you can do rows, you can do deadlifts, rack pulls. Those are great. Big fan of all those. Deadlifts and rack pulls are kind of similar, but yeah. Yeah. Pull-ups and rows. Rack pulls, deadlifts. Yeah, Ben is insane, huh? There's some really strong guys in that meet. Everybody was popping off. And I was the weakest guy at the meet. I still had a good time. Still had a good time. I feel like we, hopefully still brought some hype and got people fired up about lifting. Still had a positive impact on the meet overall, I hope. Was the pull-ups all you need? Yeah, I would recommend like a rack pull or a deadlift. I mean, rack pull, deadlift, shrug. That kind of stuff really helps my upper back. I don't have like a naturally massive like trap formation up there, so I have to kind of really encourage them to grow with the heavy stuff. I think rack pulls have been probably one of the things most heavily responsible for growth in my upper back. And I think my back is probably one of the most improved areas of my physique over the course of like the past couple years, so we got more work to do, but the work is setting in, which is good. Now we gotta get these shoulders in shape too. Trust your overdeveloped so you avoid them. That is definitely not my situation, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, those guys are great, huh, Dones? Lots of free info online, huh? People more knowledgeable than me. Super said 100 hammer curls, 100 dumbbell skull crush. You certainly could. That sounds like some CT Fletcher action right there, man. The supersets. We're gonna do a nice little circuit training style today, almost. Yo, the Rudison, big flex for you, man. Thank you so much, dude. We're just getting started for the day, man. Hit a couple warm-ups. What were you guys getting into today? Thank you so much. We've been eating so low for 3 weeks, every day under 12 workout. Why are you eating so low? That's way too low, brother. Had to read critics. Thanks, bro. Gotta show me some more for biceps. That's what I'm doing. Just light curls, getting some blood in there. Why are you eating so low calories? 1,200 calories is way too low, brother. Like my 3-year-old eats 1,200 calories a day. How's it? Oh, it's just getting started. This is the first thing we're doing for the day, brother. Getting it going. Yesterday was pretty nuts. So we're just gonna try to keep those good vibes rolling today. Yesterday was insane. Insane. Everywhere. Sounds quite good. So he's to an extent, putting on a show, right? But no, he backs it up though, man. And there's thanks so much for the sub too, man. Big flex for you. Can you train every day? Should I really rest? I mean, if your recovery is enough to train every day, you certainly could. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Right, Grim. So that's too low calories, brother. Yeah. You're never gonna hear me tell you to do that. Yeah. You're gonna hurt yourself doing that. Yeah, I would do 1,800 minimum. I'd say 2,000 minimum. Yeah. It was great, Boomsy. It was yesterday. We popped off. It was good. It was good. But yeah. So, Mr. Mad, maybe I was doing a set. Oh, way to work, dude. That's awesome, man. Keep it up. Yeah. 1,200 is too low, bro. It's too low. You gotta bump that up. I'd say 1,800 to 2K at least. Yeah. At least. And if you've lost 33 kgs, that's a great time to start eating a little more food and maybe slowing down just a little bit on your fat loss. Yep. Because 1,200 is too low. 2K would be better. Yep. But you also gotta remember that sometimes fat loss is not linear, so like sometimes it kind of like stalls and then chunks, right? But the main thing is 1,200 calories is too low. IMO. But if you just want to keep doing what you're doing, then you can. But I would like to see you eat a little more. Just for the long term, like sustainability of what you're doing. I did tear a callus a little bit, but it was good because it was like almost like a blood blister in there. So it got drained that bad boy. All right, how's the knee? Oh, it's fine, just a little bruise, barely. It's like maybe like a little bit of a bruise on top there. No structural damage. I think it would have hurt more if I banged my knee on something, you know what I mean? It's all good. How much for deadlifting? That was from yesterday. 480. Yeah. Everybody saw it? Did it? It looked wicked? It did not look wicked. I watched that deadlift. That looked fine. And it was fine. It did not look that bad. You need a rear lat spread pose? No. No. How do you change your diet from gains to getting ripped for a contest? More or less calories. Dieting down is going to be less calories. Yeah, we're going to pass on that one too, Beaver. Some creatine protein mix. I do have creatine and protein. I don't usually mix them together, and those will be after my workout. But we do have some pulse before the workout, little pumps. Some Legion Pulse pre-workout. The good stuff. Get you some of that. Yeah. Get you some of that. Wait, back? Yeah, it was just. I think I may have been strong to lift it. It's just I think I messed up my form. Yeah. But if my form got weird, it's because it was too heavy. It just didn't have to lift that time. You know? Didn't have to lift that time. All good. I kind of redeemed myself a little bit on the bench and the deadlift, but yeah, that I would have liked it. I would have liked another try at that squat, maybe like 405, something like that. But yeah. But yeah. Once again, it's just too heavy. That's why the form got weird. It's just too heavy. I'm pretty sure. Go slow in the squat. It's because it was too heavy. That's why. Just didn't have that lift, so things got weird. Nothing to injure me. It's just, yeah. Just didn't have that one. Just didn't have it. All good though. All good. I could tell that I wasn't warm for that lift, unfortunately. Yeah. I think that they did a really good job keeping the meat moving and like keeping things on time, but I think I still got a little ice for the squat. But, oh well. That's on me to try to find a way to stay warm and like stay ready, you know what I mean? It's just tricky. But I could tell that just didn't have it. All good though. All good. I don't know, Matt. Not sure. Course raging, course. I mean, that'll probably happen as you get older regardless, Matt, so. But maybe, I mean, it's good for your overall health, right? It probably isn't good for your overall health, right? Hormones included, working out. But chances are your beard will come in as you get older anyway, so, you know. It's kind of part of the deal for some people, and it ain't part of the deal for other people, you know? I don't know if working out's gonna change it too much, but when in doubt, work it out, man. You know? When in doubt, pump it out. Like I bet I didn't go quite as low in the 385 because I had better control of the weight. I just didn't have the 410, unfortunately. All good though. All good. 405 would have been okay too, but all good. The deadlift was better. Deadlift was some kind of pretty good. Yeah. Kind of redeemed it a little bit. Yup. Yeah, do what you want, Grim. You know, like I said before, if you ask me for advice, and I'm like, hey man, your calories are too low, but you are committed to what you're doing and you're actually feeling good and you're making progress, then maybe don't listen to me, right? Yeah, there's only 5 pounds off the PR. Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the more I eat, the more I think I could be better not eating and losing nothing. Okay. I mean, as long as you're, I mean, if you're feeling okay and you just want to push it for a short while and you do plan on returning to a, you know, more normal, healthy way of eating later on, where you can still eat healthy and keep your calories in a good spot, but maybe eat a little bit more calories, sure. Oh, I think it's okay, Lance. I think it's all right. That was pretty funny. I don't know if that's actually what happened, but it was pretty cool. That was a good lift. Definitely a good lift. But yeah, 410 from 385 is a pretty big jump. We could have done a little bit less, but I don't know if it would be really worth it, you know what I mean? Those 5 plates, yeah. Getting pretty close, huh? Maybe we'll keep working and make it happen. See about it. I'm gonna bring my calories down just ever so slightly though. Yeah. Yeah, just getting it started, man. Get started. I didn't wake up early and buy the seeping bile that were on the market though, so now they're gone. You gotta wait. Yep. When you lost weight, your deadlift increases? Really? Generally that's gonna mean your lifts go down as you lose weight, but it depends on where you're at, I guess. Losing that power belly sometimes hurts them leverages. That's interesting though. Getting leaner and stronger, that sounds great. The dream. That's funny. Ugh. Oh, is that what it is, Cal? Interesting. Interesting. I feel definitely stronger as I get heavier. And we were not crazy heavy for this meet, but you know, I think the prep was pretty good. All things considered. Yeah. It's my psychological feeling good about how you look at 10 pounds. Yeah, maybe. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome aboard. Just a little tip, gotcha, yeah. Gotcha. Nice. You got a strong setup to get you going, man. Strong setup. You can do whatever you want with that. I think probably wouldn't help me too much. No, yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. But I mean, for my overall goals, I don't really need to be a whole lot heavier. But for lifting, yeah. But maybe not as much as I think, right? Because it would probably mostly just be extra body fat anyway. If I did it in like a really short term, so. But the worry of people going arms Kieran, I don't know. We'll see. Thanks, Pale. Appreciate it, man. I don't know. They could go Fury Kyrian too. That's good, yeah. That paddles up for a squat. It does, yeah. That big old, yeah, big gut, yeah. My deadlift has been pretty good at sort of relatively lower body weight, interestingly enough. I don't remember Alan Brito. I don't really want to guess. This ain't Diablo Immortal, bro. we keep that on the screen, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a nice setup, man. It's a nice setup. For sure. It's a nice setup. And I'm very grateful for it, you know? Just a lifelong dream here, man. But we got it new from name brands, so I mean it's definitely, there's less expensive options, but we said let's just make it happen, you know? Let's just make it happen. And I'm glad that we're able to. We're out here every day, you know what I mean? Sometimes, maybe you can come out here twice a day. Not as much these days. Sometimes. Yeah, way to work, Rich. That's awesome, man. Good, good. Yep. Way to work. Exactly, yeah. Good power belly. Yep. Is it plate loaded? It is free samples, yeah. It is a wonderful setup. I'm very grateful. Thanks for tuning in and supporting the content, making it possible. Definitely. Most def. Just a little bit of pumping today, yeah. Yeah, it's out in the garage, Jim, but isn't that cool? It's right out in the garage. Nah. I don't think so, Lance. Arrow, find something else to talk about, brother. Good, Raging. Yep. Mostly just, you know, keep exercising, keep training, and get your diet right. Get you where you want to be. Sounds good to me, though, man. Yeah, I'm 6'3", that's a pretty big frame. That I'm probably going for the meet? Not really. I did my own thing. I definitely focused on a little bit, less volume and heavier weight, but did I deload? I took like a couple days off before the gym, before the meet. Yeah. Don't usually do massages though. Yeah. Well, current split will probably be back to push-pull legs. Push-pull legs, maybe little arms and shoulders. 50 more pounds on dead and squat, probably. I think so. I mean, at least. At least. I think I just got cold on that squat, man. I think 410 was probably too heavy, but I think I got cold. It didn't feel good. It didn't hurt. It's just like I just didn't have power. You know. I wasn't like in it. But once again, that could have just been because it was too heavy, you know. Just didn't have the 410 that day, you know. But that deadlift was nuts. I feel very good about that. Bench was good too. But yeah. Just didn't quite get that squat right, which I'm bummed about, but whatever. We'll get 400 moving on the squat here pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. If we want to. Hit it in the gym and make some gains. I could try to diet down a little bit for the beach, but I'm probably just gonna pull just a little bit of calories and then just keep lifting. Yeah. I'm just gonna pull the extra calories that I don't need. You know what I mean? So, these only weigh 20 pounds, but they feel pretty good right now. After yesterday's power meet, just come in here and just get a little pump. Oh. What's up, Dev? Bringing that prime on in. Den Vak, thank you so much, man. Big flex for you, man. Mr. Dev, thank you. Much for adding activity instead of cutting calories. Yeah, you can do that. Sometimes that takes a little more time, a little more recovery, so. Just a little one, yep. I feel you. But I mean, it is easier a lot of times just eat a little less instead of taking that extra time to go exercise more and have to recover from that extra exercise, you know what I mean? So, love food, me too. Me too. It also depends on your goals, right? And your preferences, so yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh. Here we go. Little shoulder pumpage. I want to do powerlifting. Any tips on where to start? There's some really good powerlifting channels on YouTube. That'd be good. Learn a thing or two. I mean, do you have like a gym membership or anything? Thanks, old beard. Yeah, I feel pretty good about most of my lifts. Watch Larry Wheels? No, I don't know if that's a good place to start. Maybe for inspiration, maybe not. He's a bit of an advanced case. That's a different situation. Definitely you could get pumped up off of his lifts though, but he's in a different class. I don't think most of his content is instructional, right? But yeah, I mean, definitely give him a follow, you know? Yeah. Mike Azrael. Azrael Tall. Close. Israel. Close. But yes, those guys are good. Omar, Jeff, Lane, yep, for sure. For sure. He was good. He was great. He said, shut up. You tried, you did try. I respect the effort. Okay, Raging. We'll be doing a little bit of working out and then gaming. Yeah. Gaming. I think the Outriders expansion is out in early access, which could be fun. But I'm kind of still in like a Diablo mood. So we'll see. We'll see. I feel like doing a little bit of benching. Open up that chest a little bit. We'll think about it. Think about it. Yeah, well, I don't do like this day of the week as this particular workout. It just kind of is a rotation. I've played League before, yeah. You should look up some of my League videos on the old YouTubes. It's been a while, but they're there. How many times a day do I eat chicken? I mean, sometimes once, sometimes none. I really only eat like 2 meals a day right now. It's like a protein drink. Just two kind of juicy meals, and that's it right now. That's fine. That's getting the job done just fine. Yeah. Gonna come back to WoW, sure. Having fun playing Diablo Immortal right now. Yep, they're on the level right. Yeah, they're really something. Yeah, of course we'll play more WoW. Whenever Chili goes WoW, I mean, I never quit at all with WoW. It's just sometimes I'll play other stuff. It's not quitting the games because I play the game sometimes. It's got other stuff I want to work on, you know, other games I want to explore. I'm allowing myself to do that. I don't have to just only play WoW. You know? You play some more New World sometime too? Yep, good. I'm down, I like the game. But there are games that I like and enjoy and have enjoyed that I'm not playing, you know, right at the moment, you know? I'm just having fun with Diablo Immortal right now. It's kind of an interesting game that I'm digging, you know? Let's go do some, I think do some little pumper benches just for fun. Yep. From limit shoulder, thankfully not. I strained my pec pretty good. Like, was it last year? In August? It's starting to feel okay now though. All right. Talk about WoW, Cynthia? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Immortal's funny. I like it though. It's funny. We'll be playing Wrath in a little bit, right? I'll be a barbarian, brother. Of course. Yeah, play Wrath until Dragonflight, yeah. That kind of thing, right? Yeah. For sure. For sure. I'm not really prepping for Wrath that hard, but we'll be alright. We'll figure it out. Game Cosmos is not the real games, makes sense. Sure. Yep. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna level a new alt for Wrath. So Warrior, I mean, I could be like playing TBC and making gold, but it's just not what sounds exciting to me right now. I think that the new Outriders expansion could be cool, but like I said, it might just be another Diablo day right now. Kind of slanging and banging in old Diablo right now. Yeah, yesterday was actually hype. We got some really big drops in those sponsored rifts, and we battled back to rank 1 Barbarian again. That was pretty hype. That was pretty hype. The game to retake rank 1 was against the guy who had passed me. That was hype. Diablo Immoral, yeah, that one. Yep. What's my body fat right now? I don't know. 15%? 100% body fat, yeah. Take whey or plant protein? Both, sometimes. Right now I'm taking the whey, but the plant protein from Legion's great too. 100% body fat, yeah. Yep. Blob, I am a blob. I just will my blob into different forms, depending on what I'm trying to do. Dude, we hit a 315 bench yesterday. That was pretty cool actually. I don't know how we did that. Bounced that thing off my belly, probably. That's how we did it. Bounced that thing. Bounce that bad boy up that gut, boing, off my blob gut. Actually worked pretty good though. Good lift. Good quality lift. Alright, I'll take off one weight from this thing. We'll start deconstructing it very slowly. Monument of our heroic lift that really didn't accomplish anything meat-wise. But it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Was a pretty badass effort, if I do say so myself. Mop was good. Mop was good. You guys got the abs, you just might have a little extra body fat is all. I don't know, Kata was my first expansion, so I loved it. Early Mop was special, alright. It was nuts. Early Mop was fucking insane. With like Stampede ignoring like PvP power or whatever, PvP defense, and then like warriors having like literal one-shot mechanics and like two different kinds of blanket silence. It was crazy. That was probably the goofiest the game's ever been. That was crazy. Oh man. It's nuts. Second wind, yeah, we're at second wind the whole time, but yeah, definitely. For sure. Dude, gag order was toxic. I actually, historically, I find it hard to, like, I don't enjoy the game as much when warriors are busted. It's a problem that I have. I should just soak it in and just collect rating, but I don't know. I think I have more fun as the underdog. I don't know. Like, I'm glad we were able to walk in and collect that rank 1 in 1 week at the end of Shadowlands Season 1, but, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful that we hit that. That was cool. But it does feel different than, like, the Corrupted Glad season, you know? Yeah. I mean, close enough, right, Pale? It's a long time playing WoW anyway. Close enough. Yeah, we'll see about getting them trinkets next time, right? Get Deathbringers well this time in Wrath, we'll see. I mean, I gotta find, I don't even know if I'll be raiding. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for Wrath. We'll see. I'm gonna need to get some people to raid with. I'm pretty sure PvE gear is kind of important. I love Raven Logan, but I'm pretty sure he's got like a whole raid team already established. So we'll see about that. Raiding with the boys in 8.3 was so fun. That was the best. I think 8.3 was my favorite patch ever in a while. For a lot of reasons, but that was probably one of them. Get the raid for boys. Seymour. That was so fun. I play the new Blizzard race. I don't know about that. Probably just play my warrior and slay them. Yeah. Slay them. Just take them out. Hey. Hey, gotta get them triceps going now. Them pumping. Talking about first challenge, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I enjoy add-ons anyway. So, the UI, that stuff is like, still cool. But I might just keep using my UI. We'll see, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll like what they decide to do. We'll see. I don't know, playing all these games with like basic controls has actually been kind of fun. Because I feel like one of the main things holding me back from playing like Lich King Beta is I don't want to set up my keybinds. It's kind of funny. Just being lazy, I guess. It is funny though. It had nothing to do with the pay to win, Frost. It had to do with the fact that the Diablo Immortal Twitter made a comment that the Supreme Dictator didn't like or whatever. Had nothing to do with the game. Oh, they'll iron that out, I'm sure. Yeah. Somebody, yeah, I think somebody messed up. I don't think that was not like an official Blizzard position, but yeah, something happened there. pretty crazy. That's a long time following, bro. Thank you, man. Pumping. Almost 9 years. I think so, yeah. Randy, I think so. There's not really gore in a while, but yeah, no exposed bones, I think. It's kind of taboo. For their culture, I believe. Thank you, Frosties. Big flicks for you, man. Thank you. Keeping it going. 8 years plus following, 9 years following. Get that sub rolling as well. Love it, man. First since almost 9 years, hey, we finally earned it, bro. Finally earned that sub. You know what? He's like, all right. It's worth. Thank you, man. Thank you. And what's up, Big Reggie? What's up, Big Filler? How goes the games and games, man? Yeah. Wow. Doing a little light pump workout after yesterday's big lifts. Some big pumps yesterday. Well, not very many pumps, big lifts. That's one of the things I actually don't like about powerlifting. Like, you don't get as much of a pump. These massive single reps, 20 minutes apart. It's fun to be part of those events, and I'll keep doing it 100%, but it is definitely very different than what I generally do. Yo, Frost, thanks for gifting the sub to Timo, man. Let's go. Hooking up one of the Diablo Immortal homies. Thanks, man. Thank you, Reggie. Yeah, had to redeem myself into the squat. But yeah, my final bench and final deadlift were good. I'm proud about those. I got a little ice for the squat though, unfortunately, but that's all right. We pulled it together. Got my head back on straight, got after it. But you know what? I wasn't even sure I was gonna like, from where I started, I was like, man, if I could squat 3 plates, that'll be good. So the fact that we got to 385, nice smooth squat was pretty good, all things considered, so yeah. Not really schnoz. Not really. Do I prefer to standing shoulder press seated? I think I tend to do them standing, but I'm not doing that heavy at all. Like, you're crazy doing 315 for 2. I can maybe hit 315 on bench once. Do you think I hit my deadlift here yesterday? Maybe. I think that the 45 was plenty. Yeah, plenty. That was plenty. I'm definitely not familiar with all those fringe supplement schnoz. My suspicion is they don't probably do much. Yeah, they probably don't do much, if I had to guess. But if you like them, go for it, man. Doing okay, Jin? Pumping, man, how about you? Trying to get a little work in. After a big day yesterday. Just getting in the gym, getting some blood flowing, getting ready for our day of gaming afterwards. Pumping some more to Diablo Immortal. Probably not schnoz, but whatever, man. Whatever, bro. There we go. Oh yeah, I bet it does, Arthamos. I bet it does. Definitely. For sure. Yeah, we get some food as well. Cool, schnoz. Well, I guess I do take that then, huh? If it's in the Legion multivitamin, there you go. If they think it's got value, then cool. I guess we are taking that one. Do you think you can cut 10 kgs if I only eat breakfast? Type exclamation mark fat loss before we continue this. Yeah. In Legion we trust. Sounds good to me. Because if they think it's valuable, then they've done the research to check it out too, right? Avocados increase test. Whatever, man. Oh, they said I was gonna do commands? That's, no. That's just, it has a cooldown. He typed right before you, so. It's like a 5-second cooldown, I believe. Is that working? Oh, it worked. I linked it right before what you typed, or right after. This video's in 2016. Ain't shit changed for the entire duration of human existence. That's just how it works. Them cavemen, if they were gaining fat, they were in a surplus. If they were losing fat, they were in a deficit. That's how it works. Ain't shit changed. I haven't been playing a ton of WoW right now, but I'm, you know, WoW is still, you know, my favorite game and a game that we'll continue to put work into, so. Yeah. Nope, that video is still strong. Still good stuff. Still how it works. I think there was a nerf, there may have been a nerf to the promo code on that food scale. But other than that, information is solid. Palms. Need the palms. Take a little more weight off of this thing. It's like trick myself, take these weights off. Let's take them from the big bar. Slowly but surely. Hasn't changed yet. That's many years. That's just how it works for everybody. How it works for animals. That's how it goes. When doing workouts with dumbbells, it's better to do the reps fast or go up and down slow. I would say have it under control. I mean, not really an injury, but my left arm is just kind of weird. I did strain my pec last year, but my left arm's always just been kind of weird with my elbow and shoulder. It doesn't really hurt or anything, it's just weird. So probably less range of motion, yeah. The pec has actually been feeling good though. It was like I had done a lot of benching and I feel like I had strong like tendons and stuff. It was like a perfect storm of what had to happen in order for that to get weird. Yeah. It was a perfect storm. A bunch of different factors all coming together to get that pec in a position it did not like. But the pec has been feeling good recently, so that's good. Just gotta be smart with it. But yeah, my left shoulder and elbow are just kind of weird. Just how my body's put together, I guess, you know? Always been like that. Bench feels pretty good actually. But nice. Yeah. Doing something to you too. And do the reps alone? Not really. No. They're pretty pretty light, under control, and I have those big metal bars there too, so all good. All good. Part of that also comes from experience, right? Is kind of know what you can do and what you shouldn't do, right? But in, you know, worst case scenario, those metal bars are there. All good. Thank you, Carl. Yeah, I'm proud of that one. That was a good one. Probably Frosties, yeah. I mean, I don't watch a lot of strongman, but I definitely watched some over the years. Yeah. So I probably have seen some of his stuff. Your best bet is try to communicate in English there, Eddie. If your bodybuilding should be focusing on contractions or weight, yeah. Yep. Still good to get some weight moving, but yeah. I probably have seen it in Pursuit, yeah. But my garage is entirely used for the gym, so kind of having to store the squat rack isn't really part of the requirement. And KK, thank you so much, man. Big flex, those 30 months, dude. Appreciate it, man. Had a great workout yesterday's motivational stream. Good, man, good. Glad to hear it. Good stuff. You definitely pumped us up as well with that same power, that's for sure. Are doing cardio is bad for muscle gain, is that true? No, not really. As long as your cardio isn't inhibiting your recovery or knocking you out of a surplus, then not really, no. 32, yeah, that's how old I am. No, cardio is good, but like I said, if it's taking away from your ability to train hard enough to build muscle or your recovery, then yeah, it's not optimal. I mean, we'll probably like do short powerlifting focuses when we're getting ready for those powerlifting meets. Yeah. Or power blocks your office. Nice. Time to pump. Time to pump. Yeah, those meets are a lot of fun, huh? It's good stuff. Seems like everybody who's competing has a good time, everybody who's watching has a good time too. For sure. And that's what you want with events like that. Oh. Oh. Hey. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't do a lot of cardio, but generally I will do, I'll go for like a walk after my workout with Jenny these days, which is good to hang out, but it's also nice. I don't remember, Leo. This ain't Diablo Immortal. I don't remember. I've repressed the memory, but it was new brand name equipment, so it was not the least expensive option, but it's good. I'll keep my little total investment down there on Diablo Immortal for you, but we spent a little more than that on this game, or on this gym. Yeah, it's interesting with Diablo Immortal because how much have you spent on something is probably one of my least favorite discussions. Discussion of money is just not something I don't know. Something I never really got into too much, so, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I can't tell if I'm just weird about it or if it's actually a thing. I'll talk about it with Diablo Immortal because it is kind of part of the deal. It's like how this character represents this level of investment, so you guys can have an idea of what you're dealing with. But yeah, I don't know. Like how much you spend on your car, your house, your gym. It's just like I don't know. I don't know why. I am very grateful though. That's neat. That's fine. It would hurt more if I bumped it on something. It's not a big deal at all. Yeah, it's fine. Absolutely fine. No worries at all. I think we got a freebie on that one. Yeah. I thought you were talking about ripping a callus. I'm training for now? Probably mostly focus on back to bodybuilding, but getting stronger would be fun too. Slow and steady gains now, I guess, huh? Slow and steady gains. We are going to the beach next month, so maybe I should tighten up. That is not a Hugh Jackman quote, dude. He may have said that, but that's not from him. That's like bro myth right there. But yeah, so maybe we should tighten up a little bit for the beach. We'll see. We'll see. I like Hugh Jackman a lot, but that is not a Hugh Jackman quote. So we'll see. Might want to tighten up the body fat a little bit, just to feel better out in the sun all day long. We'll see. Huge jacked man, yeah, basically. He is an exceptional artist, that's for sure. Ugh. He's got the Broadway chops, as well as this good old, like, you know, multiple role capabilities, movie chops, pretty crazy. Seems like a cool guy. And I think Wolverine is probably my favorite, like, superhero, along with, like, Batman, right? I like Wolverine a lot, because he's not like a magical superpower, you know? He's just got, like, an adamantium skeleton and he heals. He's a freaking savage. I like that. That's cool. It's like a Fury Warrior. He's just durable and he heals up. And I like the idea that they just like threw him in different wars to like go win it. You know, like, just threw him in a war. He's just a literal war machine. Just go handle this for us. Secret weapon, you know. He can never. I think he can die. I think he can die. He just heals really well too, right? Yo, thanks for that sub, bro. That strong resub. Look at this set. We'll hit you with the flex. Welcome back, dude. Thank you so much. Pump these tries real quick. Sneaking in some bench press in our arms and shoulders day. Can't help it. Just a little. Woo! Make some tricep gains. Watch out now. That he did, Rave. That he did. Yeah, Logan was a sick movie. Definitely. Like that a lot. Bro, should I use this as my workout chair? No, I should not. I feel like I'd break it. It's not good. We brought these wooden chairs out so Jenny could sit down. I don't think I should use that. Those are like our nice kitchen table chairs. I don't think I should break those in the gym. Wiggling around with extra weight on it? Nah. I mean, they're not fragile, but they're not for the gym. There's a difference. They're well made and whatnot, but yeah, not for the gym, I don't think. Oh. But Potassium, thanks to that Prime, man. Welcome back for the 6 months. Blue Dragon status for you, man. Let's go. Thank you, man. Shoulders feeling it. Favorite lift? I don't know, it depends. Bench is great. Hex bar and deadlift's fun. I'd say whatever lift is up for the day. Squat, bench, dead are all good. Arms and shoulders feels nice, but not the most exciting day. It's a little recovery day. Was static holding heavy weights or something? Yeah, you just need to make sure you can do that safely. I mean, like, I think a heavy pull, like a rack pull, you pick it up and you hold it, it's insane for your like lats and stuff, right? Take that down a notch there, Mr. Mars. Turn that down just a little bit. Decline bench, very powerful movement. I feel like my flat bench is almost a decline bench by design. Oh man. Couple more little shoulder work. Bleh. Thanks for on Twitch. Do it, man. Do it. Fire it up. Is it normal that your favorite groups to work is your arms? Yeah, definitely not uncommon, I would say. But it's just a teeny bit heavier weight here. Good old buys and tries. That's right. Had to fill out decline bench. Just gotta set yourself up for safety though, huh? Later, Rainy. GRB. What's up, brother? How it goes the games and games pumps, man. Yep. I don't see like anyone only train forearms and neck. Could. You could. Depends what your goals are. Depends what your goals are. Get them shoulders going, please. Ugh. A lot more gains than games these days. That's not a bad thing. Different focuses at different times, not a bad thing. But if you're making gains, that's good. It's good. Rear delts are a little tired while squatting and deadlifting though. I mean, rear delts are actually everything, man. They actually are. Not a big muscle group, but they're involved in squat, bench, dead, all that stuff. Always train legs. It's so embarrassing when a girl would say your legs are skinny. Oh my gosh. It's your origin story right there. Yeah. You gotta have your spotter paying attention. He figured you got it, bro. Who goes on saying your legs are so skinny? Probably just in comparison, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The relative thickness. Just, you know. One 165 body weight, push it through routine. Whew. Big lifting. Big lifting there. Big lifting. Oh, man. You have to stay on some sort of diet, or can you just eat normal? What do you mean by eat normal? Because the way that you use your nutrition is a tool for you to be able to accomplish your fitness goals, right? So you can eat a wide variety of foods, but you'll need to keep the numbers in a certain spot to you know, work your way up to, you know, building muscle, or work your way down to losing fat. You can type exclamation mark nutrition to learn some basics. Don't get caught up in the individual food items. Learn about the way to track your calories, right? Glad to hear the gains are going well for you, GRV. I know you were putting in some pretty serious work in WoW there for a bit. You still been hanging out on Twitch and stuff? It's good to see you here, man. Best exercise for calf growth? I mean, I just do like legit like body weight calf raises from a stretch. But I don't have like a calf raise machine. If I did, I'd probably use that too. I think a controlled contraction from a stretch, pretty much the name of the game, right? Big surprise. It's kind of what it is for a lot of muscle groups. Stretch and squeeze. You asked me what the best exercise for calf growth was. Genetics has nothing to do with that. Genetics is an excuse. Now you can have like decent genetics, but you don't have any control of that. So you better get to work, huh? Don't got any control of genetics, better get to work. Here we go. Oh man. That around a little bit. Just logged on to WoW for the first time in over a year. Felt a bit overwhelming. Yeah. Concerts also list. I tune every now and then. Watch me yesterday. That's cool. Good. Well, glad to see you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Indeed. Thanks, Massix. We'll keep pumping, dude. I appreciate the love, man. Yup. I like BCAAs. The science isn't strong on them though, so my sponsor doesn't make them, which I respect, but I still like them. Just for fun. All right, let's keep pumping. A couple more sets. We haven't been streaming a whole lot of WoW recently, but that's okay. I've been really having fun playing other games and stuff. expanding our gaming adventures a little bit to include other kind of action RPG grind 'em up games. You have tight calf muscles, they look big already. I guess I should stretch more and lose some of the fake gains. I mean, the stretch is just sort of, it helps to get a full contraction, but sure you could. Stretch and squeeze. I was less talking about like spending time stretching and more, I mean like when you contract your calf muscle, you're doing it from a stretched position, right? So you can like stand on something. Completed your gym last week, buying a leg press machine that converts into a hack squat. That's cool, that is cool. That'd be fun. That would be fun. For a little extra leg pumping. Yeah, Rapid's very grateful for the home gym setup. We got it going before the pandemic, of course, but it certainly has come in handy since then, right? I think we put the main thing together pretty, you know, in like one go, and then we've added a couple things here and there. Like we've added different types of bars. We added the like cable set up a little bit after. It's good. Still training? Yep. What do you mean dedicated? And we do this every day, pretty much. Yep. Little pumps. We had a big old powerlifting meet yesterday. Is that what you mean? We can still come here and do some arms and shoulders. A little something, something. And Tanky, thanks so much for that sub, man. Appreciate the pumps, dude. Strong start to the day, guys. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah. Woo, them rear delts feeling it. Yeah, we got the leg curl and leg extension recently, too. But I mean, I feel like full range of motion squats and like RDLs. That's pretty fantastic, yeah. Oh, I see you, yeah. Usually train around 2 hours or so. Did I do another sport at the time? I mean, most of my working out these days is just bodybuilding training, but I mean, I played sports and growing up, high school and college and stuff. Awesome, Utterly. Well, I appreciate it, man. Big flex for you once again, dude. Glad to have you aboard. He's training 4 hours a day. Been there, bro. Been there. Pretty intense. Pretty intense. But also pretty fun sometimes, too. Pretty fun. Let's actually get the 30s out. Them dirty 30s. Yeah. Yeah, when I was getting ready to compete during my like bodybuilding season, I was training twice a day. It was a lot. On stream, too. It was a lot, but it was fun. And we earned my pro status, you know, that year, so I guess it paid off, huh? Guess it kind of paid off. I think if I compete again, I don't know if I'll be doing twice a day training. I don't think that's necessary, but we'll see. I feel like the twice a day training actually helped me get through the diet because I was able to get a nice little pump in twice a day. Kind of helped me keep my head on straight and feel good that way. So we'll see. What really helps with the dieting process is having a really fun video game come out. So you can just grind that video game and not worry about it. Yeah. Squats twice a week, that's good. RDLs, lunges, oh yeah. I could do more lunges. I've done some lunges outside before. Just body weight stuff, it's pretty good. Awesome, GRB, that's gonna be big time, man. That's gonna be big time. You're gonna be making some big gains, bro. Congrats on the setup, man. So I guess business is going good too? Yeah, just walking lunges out in the yard is kind of nice. Hope business is going good for you, man. Making gains IRL too. Yeah, lunges are good for them glute gains, man. Them glutey booty gains. Man. Man, oh man. Whew. Couple more sets. And maybe me and Jenny will be able to go for a walk today and then get some gaming going. That'll be the plan. I'm glad to hear it, Drevy. Good stuff, man. Proud of you, bro. That's what I like to hear, man. Our homies making gains. IRL. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Another set of bench. I'm gonna do some curls real quick, actually. I'm gonna set a little curls. Bring it back on the bench. Nice and light, but still. Same idea, a little controlled stretch and squeeze. I haven't really been playing a lot of WoW or checking on the WoW community, but I know that you're a big supporter of the homies. Always have been, man. And I certainly appreciate it personally. So it's cool to see you in the chat, checking in, man. Oh boy. Ugh. Pretty controlled reps. Yeah. Well, there are certain bodybuilders I can still do backflips and stuff, but yeah, different goals, huh? Mr. Juji has retained his springiness, so it would seem. It's a thing, it's a thing. Oh man. It just does, yeah. We'll play some more WoW eventually, for sure. We will. Get them ears lowered. Alright, man, have fun. Catch you later, bro. Yeah. Yep. I feel you. Then you playing your Switch and make an investment in Yellow Immortal? Yeah, it's fun, huh? You should tune into some of our Immortal streams, man. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, don't worry, Zan. We'll play some more WoW. Eventually. I'm kind of enjoying the variety adventure right now. It's good for me as a content creator. It seems to be going okay enough for the stream, so you know. Yeah. Yeah. Doing all right. Alrighty. Couple more sets. Couple more sets. Oh, you're doing pretty good though. I'm happy that bench is feeling good. For a while, my bench felt really not good, but we're kind of getting to the point where it is feeling a little better, thankfully. I'm very, very grateful for that. Getting them triceps going. Trying to use that good form and whatnot. Yeah, we'll play some more WoW for Wrath. Maybe we'll try to get Glad this season. That red mount is pretty cool. I just, you know, just got other stuff I want to do. Nothing really against WoW, it's just having fun playing other games. I mean, I have no idea where the development for Dragonflight is. If they feel good bringing it out this year, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, they've been working on it for a long time already, so we'll see. If they feel good about it, I'm with it. You know, if we get access to some of the beta and alpha testing, then hopefully we can help bring it along, you know? We'll see. It's about law. We shall see. Okay, ready? Yeah, we'll see. What are we talking about, Outlaw? The game? Like Gladiator? Yeah. That's just whether I would feel like doing it or not. Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of whether we feel like playing. Yeah. The mount's cool, but yeah. It's just not like a high priority for me right now. We could always try to sneak a Glad in at the end of the season or something like that if we wanted to. We'll see. Not really super motivated for rank 1 right now, so. Could just get a little Glad ski. It's fun. With the boys. Woo! Man, oh man. Yeah, I mean, if they want to do Wrath and then Dragonflight, you know, trying to keep the hype up. Blizzard's got a lot of stuff coming, man. They've got the WoW expansions, the classics, you know, Overwatch 2, Diablo 4, you know. Lots getting stronger, maybe. Maybe. We pulled 480 off the ground yesterday. That was pretty cool. That felt good. Alright, here we go. Here we go, brothers. Yeah. Good. Oh, man. Good. Woo. What's mean? Interesting. Hey, Brad 4. Yeah, we're working on it, man. You know how it is. Working on it. We had a big old powerlifting meet yesterday on stream. That was fun. So today we're kind of just pumping. Little pumps. Just enjoying a little recovery workout right now. But yup, doing our thing as always. Keeping it pumping in the games and gains. That's how we do it. Back looks enormous good. That's what we need. Need some big back gains. Big back helps everything. Squat, bench, deadlift, all that. All of that. So I gotta keep working on that. Thanks, man. Appreciate you pumping me up. I'll take it, I'll take it. I'll take it. Whew. Yep. We go back. Yeah, the deadlift yesterday, I mean, we got that bad boy moving. That was pretty cool. We got that bad boy moving. Something to build on for sure. Something to build on for sure. Oh yeah. Woo. I gotta let my hands just get a little bit less raw. We can probably do some kind of back thing tomorrow. Any competitions? No. No bodybuilding competitions. Did I participate in Tyler's comp? Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was fun. Did you miss it? Did you not get a chance to check her out? Huh. Interesting. Oh, I got you. That's more what I'm looking for, I think. This one? Which one? That one? Yeah. That's a fun one. We'll see. My shape goals these days? Trying to build muscle without getting too chubby, I'd say. So I grow calves. I mean, I just do like body weight calf raises from a stretch. So like even something like this. Just something like this. Kind of a little bit of stretch and then contract, like, you know, controlled contraction, especially focusing on like the way down. Just do a lot of these. I think my calf insertions are pretty low, so calves are not necessarily a weak point for me. They could be stronger, but that kind of thing. Well, I'm not chubby right now. Not too chubby, but that's the goal, right? Yeah. Okay, what's that so? Which of that flex, Clint? How do you say motivated? I mean, the first answer to that question is that motivation is not something that's required, right? You gotta get the job done. You gotta make a decision that you're gonna do the work regardless of how you feel. Feeling motivated is a luxury, it's not required. It's like you might be happier on a sunny day than on a cloudy day, but you still gotta get your work done on a cloudy day, you know what I mean? So, that being said, setting yourself up with like schedule, figuring out what your priorities are and getting them in the right order so you can get the stuff done, setting yourself up for success is all important. But yeah, I mean, like good music, good pre-workout helps you stay motivated. But yeah, gotta have to practice that discipline. Yeah. I don't think discipline is necessarily a product of motivation, maybe the other way around. Yeah, but you shouldn't rely on feeling like it. But in terms of how to feel like it, good pre-workout, good music, doing training that you enjoy, having goals in mind, is all good stuff. But then sometimes you gotta hammer it out, bro. You gotta hammer it out, whether you're feeling like it or not, you know what I mean? Thanks, Marshmallow. Had a real good time in that meet. I would have loved to hit that squat a little better, that last squat, but that's all right. We kind of redeemed ourselves. Got a good bench and a good deadlift in there, so that was good. I don't know, probably just comfort on the slopes. There we go, pal. Hooking up Mr. Clint Beastwood. Big flex for both of y'all. Thank you, thank you. There you go, Clint. Get you hooked up, hit you both with flex. Thanks, guys. Big flex for you. For hanging out and hooking them up. Appreciate it, man. They focus on mid. I kind of just do flat bench and incline most of the time. I feel like my flat bench is plenty of like mid and decline almost. And then the incline is a little bit upper chest, something like that. Yep. Yep, you just gotta get there, Carl. That's right. Sometimes you just gotta get to the gym and then see how it goes. But yeah, you just gotta take the appropriate steps. Yep. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna hit this set. We gotta probably wrap it up here pretty soon. It's been a good work today, but we probably gotta keep it moving. Think about getting out for a walk with my lady. Bench is feeling good today. We might even do real benching tomorrow. We'll see how everything feels. Very nice. Getting it moving. Getting it moving for the day. Top 3 Legion proteins: chocolate, peanut butter chocolate, and cinnamon cereal. Or the chocolate cereal. I like chocolate. Sometimes, I mean, just moving, you're just getting things feeling right, I guess. I'm not really sure. Your third lunch with some ice cream. All right now. Hey, if you're hitting the gym, you can turn that into some gains, brother. That's some gains right there. Just put them calories to use, that's all. That's all. Put them bad boys to use. I do like chocolate, yeah, it's good. It's good. If you don't like chocolate, then get something else. Then that way you can go with the cereal flavors maybe. Like the honey cereal, cinnamon cereal, they have fruity cereal. Those are all good. Try some of those out. Yeah. Leg day is the good stuff. Yeah. Leg day is the good stuff. All right. Maybe one more set of tries. One more set of shouldies. Got some honey bunch of oats the other day. Like the actual honey bunch of oats or like the protein flavor from Legion. The Legion stuff's on that level. In terms of its ingredients, how it digests, flavor, fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Actual honey bunch of oats. We got the honey bunch of oats with the honey bunch of oats cereal protein. Oh baby. Oh baby. That sugar cereal. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, huh? I gotta stay away from the cereal these days. Not helpful for me. Don't need it. Don't need it. My calories are in a fine spot. Feel good doing what I'm doing. But like I said, my calories are gonna come down a teeny tiny bit. I think. They're gonna come down a teeny tiny bit. Now that we're done with the powerlifting thing. For now, we can still get stronger, just not gonna put in quite as much extra calories, I don't think. Isn't there a protein price out there? Probably. Yep. I'd say about 3,500 right now. Maybe close, maybe like 3,200. Ah. Woo. How's it guys going? Good. Almost done for the day. Almost about time to wrap it up. Feeling like we're in a pretty good spot for the day. Good time to Magic Spoon. Yep. Heard that. Heard that. Do you think there's a lot of interest in things like working out streams in today's world? I mean, I just do it because I like to, but if you think it'd be fun, then go for it, yeah. Definitely. I do it because I like it. My gaming streams tend to be more popular, but I'd say if you think it'd be fun, go for it, man. Do it. Let the passion guide you. Noise. Well, my progress, how's it going, Leah? Good. We were able to hit some good lifts yesterday in the powerlifting meet. If you missed that, we'll probably have like a highlight of that up. Just get some of the lifts, show those off a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we've been kind of trying to shift gears a little bit and get back into the bit better of a balance with sleep and recovery and training, instead of just going super ham on trying to progress the gaming content. Like I said, we hit some lifts yesterday. Haven't done a physique update, if that's what you're talking about now. But the lifts were good, which was kind of the main focus of the short term. You know, with Lost Ark, I don't think I'm done. I just need to play the games. We might play more eventually, but Lost Ark was great. Just gotta kind of keep it moving, right? Gotta keep it moving a little bit sometimes. But Lost Ark is doing its thing. It's pumping, you know. I'm having a lot of fun with Diablo Immortal right now. I would have some catching up to do. So we'll see. Really enjoyed playing Lost Ark. It was great, but I'm kind of more in a Diablo Immortal mode right now, and then we'll kind of go from there. See what's up. Yeah, Naraka looks really cool. Looks pretty neat. Melee VR, like fighting game VR, looks pretty cool. Definitely. I'll check it out sometime. Man, the rear delts are feeling it from yesterday. That's good though. That's good. Need it. Thank you. Yeah, the deadlift, that was probably my favorite lift of the day. Unsurprisingly, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, homies. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot with this workout. Pretty good spot. Got a little arms and shoulders going. Maybe we'll do one more set of presses, but yeah, we gotta keep the day moving. Almost 11, time to go for our walk. Then we'll meet back up here in the gym. It's like, no, we'll be on the stream, but not in the gym. We'll be on the games. That'll be the plan. Get a little more Diablo Immortal pumping for us. But a fun little workout. You know, I would give face pulls a try and see if you like them. I don't like them that much. I would rather do like lateral raises, and like you can do like bent over, like rear delt row thingies. My favorite is to do them on a bench, like chest supported rows. That's my favorite thing. I've been doing a lot of those and they feel really good, but even this kind of thing, I don't know. I don't like face pulls that much. I just don't really feel like they activate very well for me. But maybe I just need to do more of them, right? I just need to do more. But yeah, not my personal pref. Doing body, ooh, that sounds tough. Yeah, not a lot of face pulls now. I mean, I'm sure the heat had an effect, but I don't think it was that big of a deal. I'll do a couple more sets and wrap it up. I want to do a few more. But we gotta think about moving along here pretty soon. I mean, it was definitely hot. It probably had an impact, but I don't know. Whew. We still got the job done. The only lift that really felt off to me was that last squat. It just didn't feel right, unfortunately. Oh well, you know. Oh well. Oh well. You know. Try again next time. It's gonna be fun. One of these days we'll like be strong for that meet and we can put up some numbers, you know. Still probably be at bottom, you know, but could put in a little bit of work, you know. Could put in a little bit of work. I haven't done any physique updates already. But those lists will be up there in a little bit. That'll be fun. I didn't do a lot of those chest support ones. Vertical rows, like these guys, like those thingies. Yeah, I don't do a lot of those. I like the kind of like leaning over, rear delt row kind of guys. I like those, but I really I can't get like enough of this movement here. No amount of those will ever be enough for the rear delts, I think. Doing them chest supported is great though. I mean, this is pretty much as good as it's gonna get for you, Timo. This is pretty much it, brother. Oh. Just the free gym stream content on the daily, if I have my way. Sometimes we've been taking the weekends off. Not really because I want to, just it's, you know, Daddy Archer time starts at 9 o'clock, so sometimes it ain't happening, you know. What's up, Carnassus? Sometimes you just gotta get right to work so Mama can take a break. That's how it goes sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see. What does the exercise you just did do for your body? Which one? The one pressing over my head? A lot of shoulder. Uh-huh. That's a lot of shoulder stuff, yeah. Maybe a little bit of tricep, which is like the back of your arm that's involved in pushing. Yeah. Mostly shoulders. Yep. And I need that shoulder work. Type of cardio? Right now I'm just mostly going for walks. Yeah. You know, we may have passed the 1 rep per month of subbing mark at this point, but You know, if that means that you got some catching up to do, well, I guess we'll have to keep it rolling, won't we? I guess let's keep it rolling. Keep pumping, huh? We'll hit a couple reps for each month, something about that. You catch up and working on it, man. 90 months is the real deal, man. Holy crap. Thank you so much, dude. Jeez Louise. The final push to 100 months. My goodness. Thank you, man. The name would suggest that, Artie. You might be right about that one. You might be right. You might be right about that one. Oh, boy. Woo. Oh yeah, just going for walks is not real fatigue inducing. You gotta get some sun, get a nice, 30, 40 minutes to just talk. It's good, it's good. It's nice. Son, what is this? It's this thing we got out in California. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Let's see what this thing tries. Actually, do some ladder raises first. Oh! Another barbarian. Oh, baby. Who might that be? How's the knee? It's fine. Absolutely fine. A little teeny tiny little bruise on there. It would have been worse if I banged it on a table or something, you know what I mean? It's absolutely fine. I got a little bit cute, but, all good. Thankfully, we'll be a little more careful next time, even if we are fired up. I didn't want it to be anything structural, and it was not. It was not. I got a little cute, though. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, ooh, yeah, you get a freebie this time. Don't do that again, though. Don't do that again. No, not really pure. No, I'm good on that one. But yeah, people who like weed will find any excuse to use it, right? It's good before work, good after a workout, It's good for dieting, it's good for bulking, it's good for sleeping, it's good for staying awake, It's like, if you like it, you like it, whatever, all good. But you guys make any excuse to use it. Heard it all, but I'm good. I'm good. Got no problem with it though, as long as you're doing it responsibly, Don't be driving high and whatnot, right? Going to the gym. Yep. Whew. That's funny, Lance. Yeah, Ellen was putting in work. And she was changing her outfit every lift or something like that too, right? She was putting in work. She was pumping. Getting some big lifts. Yeah. Let me actually, in the 30s. She was pumping. I'm pretty, wasn't her last deadlift like higher than my opener? Pretty crazy. Sundress can't be practical lifting? Hey, it depends on the materials, nice and stretchy. Total workout? No, ogre. Great time to get into it. 425, yeah, that's big. Big deadlift, man. That's heavy for me, man. And she's probably like, what, half my weight? Killing it. Killing it. Nutty. Nutty. Oh, man. Woo. So for a second lift was heavier than my opener too. Big lift, big lift. All right, guys. Now for real this time. It's past 11. Time to wrap this thing up, boys. Good work today, though. Thanks for the subbies, too. And if you guys enjoy the gym stream, we do these pretty much every morning, so make sure you guys follow along. Today is Tuesday, so we're just kind of getting our week started. Time to keep pumping. But we'll be going for a walk and then probably back here shortly. Maybe around 1 to get a little bit of Diablo Immortal rolling, all right? That'll be the plan. Thanks once again for a big day so far. Good start to the day. We'll catch you guys later for the games. Peace.